Enlightening beings who, by means of the mind which has reflected on the infinite possibilities of knowledge, are intent upon yet higher tranquillities and liberations, thinking of consummate attainment of yet higher enlightened knowledge, entering into the secret of the Buddhas, ascertaining the greatness of inconceivable knowledge, purifying the ascertainment of spell concentration, extending mystic knowledge, acting in accord with the differences in worlds, cultivating the insuperability of the powers, expertise, and unique qualities of Buddhas, following the might of the turning of the wheel, of teaching of Buddhas, not abandoning the attainment of empowerment of great compassion, thus come to the 9th stage of enlightening beings. Enlightening beings in this stage of the good mind accurately know the performance of good, bad, and neutral things, and performance of mundane and transmundane things, the performance of conceivable and inconceivable things, the performance of tainted and untainted things, the performance of regular and irregular things, the performance of things listeners and individual illuminates do, the performance of things enlightening beings do, the performance of things pertaining to Buddhahood, and the performance of fabricated and unfabricated things. All these they know as they really are. By means of this knowing awareness, they know accurately how all beings get into entanglement of mind, how they get into entanglement of afflictions, entanglement in acts, entanglement in senses, entanglement in resolutions, entanglement in dispositions, entanglement in inclinations and propensities, entanglement in birth, entanglement in continuation of habit energies, and how they get into entanglement in the definition of what is beneficial, what is not beneficial, and what is neither beneficial nor unbeneficial. All this they know as it really is. They also know the compartmentalization of mind of sentient beings. They accurately know their complexity of mind, the dissolution and non-dissolution in instantaneous action of mind, the incorporeality of mind, the endless, ubiquitous, all-pervasiveness of mind, the luminosity of mind, the defilement or non-defilement of mind, the bondage or liberation of mind, the creation by illusion of mind, the manifestation of mind according to the state of being. They accurately know hundreds of thousands of differences of mind. They also know accurately how far-reaching afflictions are, the endlessness of their applications, their inseparable simultaneity, their being the sole cause of the appearance of propensities, their interconnection and disconnection with the mind, their appearance according to the state of being in the continuity of births, their distinction of being in the realm of desire, form, or formlessness, the great blameworthiness of pride stuck with craving, ignorance, and views, the continuity of the causality of physical, verbal, and mental actions. In sum, they accurately know the pervasiveness of activities of up to 84,000 afflictions. They also accurately know the goodness, badness, or neutrality of actions, whether they are evident or not, their inextricable coexistence with mind, their continuity of fruition through accumulation in spite of their own essence instantly disintegrating, whether or not they have developments, the variety of differences in rewards of pure, impure, and mixed actions, the infinity of the field of action, the difference in holiness and mundanity, how what is produced in the present state is experienced another time around, whether or not actions are a means of release, and whether or not they are sure. In sum, they accurately know as many as 84,000 different aspects of action, as well as how to skillfully ascertain their differences. They also know accurately the weakness, mediocrity, and strength of faculties, their disjunction or continuity past to future, their superiority, mediocrity, and inferiority, their inextricable coexistence with afflictions, whether or not they are vehicles of liberation, sure or unsure, their suitability for guidance according to maturity or immaturity, their nature as grasping of appearances in the rapid disintegration repeated in the net of faculties, the invincibility of the overlordship of faculties, the difference in regressing and non-regressing faculties, their various differences of extent and concurrence. In sum, they accurately know as many as 84,000 different aspects of faculties. They also know the weakness, mediocrity, and strength of intentions, their disjunction or continuity past to future, their superiority, mediocrity, and inferiority, their coexistence with afflictions, whether they are vehicles of liberation, sure or not, their nature as grasping of appearances in the rapid disintegration repeated in the net of intentions, the invincibility of the overlordship of intent, the difference in regressing and non-regressing intent, differences in extent and concurrence. In sum, they know as many as 84,000 various aspects of intent. They also accurately know the weakness, mediocrity, or strength of dispositions, their disjunction or continuity past and future, their superiority, mediocrity, or inferiority, their concurrence with afflictions, their qualities of being vehicles of liberation or not, sure or not, the certainty or uncertainty of their maturation, their nature of being grasping, of appearances in the swift dissolution repeated in the net of dispositions, the invincibility of overlordship of disposition, their persistence in differentiation, differences in extent and concurrence. In sum, they know accurately as many as 84,000 different aspects of inclinations and thousands of various aspects of dispositions. They also know whether or not habit energies are active, infusion by impressions according to involvements, habituation according to activities of beings, habituation according to acts, afflictions, and customs, habituation to good, bad, and neutral customs, habituation dominating future courses of existence, habituation gradually becoming dominant, habituation in which there are persistent aberrations producing long-lasting affliction, substantial and insubstantial habituation, and permeation by impressions of seeing and hearing Buddhist practitioners, individual illuminates, enlightening beings, and Buddhas. All these they know as they are. Enlightening beings who have attained such knowledge are said to be established in the 9th stage, good mind.